So we're continuing our look at the playoff previews for the Ontario Hockey League in the first round. And now let's take a look at the first seed London Knights against the eighth seed Owen Sound Attack. On paper, this seems like a very lopsided match. I'm sure a lot of people expecting maybe a clean sweep here by the London Knights. But don't count out this Owen Sound Attack team. They have been on a roll in the second half, fighting for their playoff lives. At the trade deadline, they kind of looked like they were down and out, not going to make the playoffs, but they pushed back, got to some big wins when necessary. Even in this past weekend, they won on the road in Barrie. They fell short against Kitchener. That was just a one goal difference at the odd. And then on Saturday, a convincing win over the Guelph Storm. So this is a Owen Sound Attack team. They're a hardworking blue collar team and have made things difficult playing at the Bayshore for visiting opponents. So this series might not be as easy as some people might think for the London Knights. Let's go over the numbers. The Knights, they won the season series 6-0. The last meeting was back on February 9th. That was in London, a 9-1 final. So I know what I just said about the Owen Sound Attack, and don't take them lightly and whatnot, but right now these numbers not looking great for the Owen Sound Attack. The first two meetings, however, in the regular season needed overtime, and the third meeting on November 22nd went to a shootout. So Owen Sound has played the London Knights tough during the regular season. The Knights, though, 8-2 is their record over their last 10 games. They've been phenomenal throughout. And for the Owen Sound Attack, 5-5 over their last 10. So we'll see how this one plays out. Breaking down the numbers further, the power play of the London Knights operating at 27.5%. That's number 2 in the league. And for the Owen Sound Attack, their power play operating at 15.8%. That's 17th. So the power play, it needs some work for this Owen Sound Attack team. But then on the penalty kill, the Knights, number 1, 84.9%. This is a team that has taken quite a few penalties during the regular season, and it doesn't seem to phase them. And they've also gotten quite a few shorthanded goals. Denver Barkey comes to mind, tying a franchise record for shorthanded goals during the regular season. But the penalty kill, also pretty good for the Owen Sound Attack. It was 5th best in the OHL during the regular season, 81.8%. So there's a big bright spot there for the Owen Sound Attack going into the postseason. But in the goals for category, the London Knights, 325 goals on the season, which is right at the top of the overall points or goals for in the Ontario Hockey League. And for Owen Sound, 211 goals for. So quite the difference between these two teams. Goals against the London Knights, they only gave up 180 goals, which is the best in the Ontario Hockey League defensively, while Owen Sound, they gave up 253 goals during the regular season. And then the penalty minutes, like I said, this is a Knights team that can play aggressive, a physical style. They can play that, try and play that intimidating way. 996 penalty minutes during the regular season, so 4 minutes less of the 1,000 minute mark. And for Owen Sound, 819 penalty minutes. So I think this could be a gritty series. The Owen Sound Attack, they are a blue-collar team. That's what Dale DeGray wanted at the start of the year. He admitted it's going to be a rebuild, but he wanted a team that would make it hard for opponents to play at the Bayshore, and he's gotten just that. So we'll see how the Knights are able to adapt when the series shifts to Owen Sound for games 3 and 4. Let's look at the top 5 scores for both teams, starting with the London Knights. Sam Dickinson, the defenseman, led the way in scoring, 29 goals, 62 points, 62 assists rather, and 91 points. Denver Barkey, second in scoring, 25 goals, 57 assists, 82 points. He missed some time down the stretch there before the playoffs, but expect Barkey to be in the lineup. Sam O'Reilly, third in scoring, 28 goals, 43 assists, 71 points. Easton Cowan, fourth with 29 goals, 40 assists, 69 points. And then William Nickel rounds out the top 5, 21 goals, 36 assists, 57 points. Now looking at the Owen Sound Attack, Captain Landon Hookey leads the way in scoring, 34 goals, 36 assists, 70 points. What a season for Landon Hookey. The trade that didn't really get a lot of attention when he was traded from Sault Ste. Marie to Owen Sound has really paid off. So this was a huge move a couple seasons ago by Dale DeGray, and who would have thought that Hookey would have had such an impact? And I did that interview with JC Coots, who is the host on Rogers TV and of the Bear Tracker Live, and just the story of Landon Hookey. So I highly recommend checking out that interview to get the backstory, because Landon Hookey, what a difference he has been for this hockey team. Second in scoring, Pierce Bowie, 29 goals, 23 assists, 52 points. He actually leads all rookies in scoring. As I wouldn't be surprised if Bowie is named OHL Rookie of the Year just with the way he was in the second half. It was just incredible. And then you've got James Petrovsky, third, 4 goals, 37 assists, 41 points. Tristan DeLille, fourth in scoring, 11 goals, 26 assists, 37 points. Remember, DeLille acquired from the Oshawa Generals in the Colby Barlow trade earlier this season. And then Declan Waddick, fifth in scoring, 14 goals, 18 assists, 32 points. Now, looking at goaltending, for the Knights, they've got two amazing options to choose from. Alexei Medvedev had a record of 22, 8, and 2, 2.79 goals against average, and a 912 save percentage. And then Austin Elliott, 32 and 1 was his record. Unreal. 2.10 goals against average, a 924 save percentage. Elliott, of course, coming from the Saskatoon Blades through the waiver wire. The Barrie Colts picked him up and then traded him to London. And yeah, you could go either goaltender here. They've got an embarrassment of riches in net for this season. And for the Owen Sound Attack, it all goes through Carter George. 17, 22, and 3 record for him. 3.35 goals against and a 909 save percentage. Carter George, he can steal a game, and we'll see if he can do just that in the opening round against the London Knights. And then you've got Matthew Kaprowski as the backup. 8, 9, and 1 was his record. 4.29 goals against average. 866 save percentage. Kaprowski, an up-and-coming goaltender for the Owen Sound Attack. Now, the last time these two teams met in the postseason was just 2 years ago. And the London Knights, they swept Owen Sound in the first round 4-0. So these two teams have a history being in the Midwest Division and also meeting in the playoffs quite a bit. So this series begins Friday in London. So that's game 1. Game 2 then will be on Sunday. Game 3 is at the Bayshore on Tuesday, April 1st, and game 4 on Thursday, April 3rd. So that's how I see it from the booth. And I think, yes, London will more than likely win this series, but I don't know. I get this feeling that maybe Owen Sound could win a game or two just to make things interesting. Maybe, stress out the Knights a little bit on their run, because this is a team, the Knights, they're a team on a mission. They fell short in the Memorial Cup last year. They just look like they're a team that has unfinished business. And we'll see what happens here in the postseason. Let me know in the comments below your thoughts on this series. And don't forget to hit like and subscribe. We'll talk to you again soon.